Hello, it's Carolina Marin. Thank you for watching this video. I'm the founder of Rewire Now and leadership, personal growth coach, and motivational speaker with the John Maxwell team. What does that mean? It means that I love to work and help small business owners and leaders of medium-sized companies to create a plan for growth. Those individuals that are ambitious to grow, I help them with creating a plan to do so. And also, if they're finding some challenges in terms of their leadership, their people, or recruitment. And I have so much fun doing that. I love connecting with people. I love helping leaders. Through this series of videos, I want to create awareness of what it is to become and be a good leader. Today, I want to talk about the special ingredient of leadership, which is emotional intelligence. In most organizations, leaders are promoted because of a technical assessment. When they get to the position to lead a team, they might experience some challenges because technical skills are technical skills, but leadership is influence. It's all about people. One is left-brained, the other one is right-brained. There are three main components that make up a good leader. Purely technical skills, like business planning or accounting. Cognitive skills, like analytical reasoning. And then we have emotional intelligence that tends to stay outside of the equation, but that it's completely needed, like demonstrating emotional skills to work with others or leading change. What distinguishes great leaders from merely good ones are not only technical skills and cognitive skills, but what Daniel Goleman calls emotional intelligence. And this is a group of 5 skills that enables leaders and their followers to maximize their own performance and that one of their teams. I do believe that this information that I'm about to share will make a great impact in your own leadership, in your company, or in any organization that you might be leading. The 5 emotional skills that every leader should master are as follows: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, which has to do, all of them have to do with oneself, and then empathy and social skills. Those two have to do with others. I am going to go in detail to each of these emotional intelligence skills, and I will give you examples of each of them. The first one is self-awareness. Knowing one's emotions, strengths, weaknesses, values, goals, and how those impact others. A person who's working on self-confidence, that is because that person knows their weaknesses and knows how to lead themselves effectively to change. For example, a manager who's aware that deadlines produces stress on him or her will work and plan ahead the tasks that he or she needs to do in order to prevent that stress. The next one is self-regulation, and this means to control or redirect disruptive emotions and impulses. An example of this is when a team botches a presentation and its leader resists an urge to scream. Instead, what she would do would be to explore the reasons for failure, the possible solutions that we'll have, and also the consequences that those failure brought to prevent and plan to not happen again. A leader must show that kind of self-regulation, because in the long run, the more on the top that the leader will go, the more this emotional skill will affect their leadership. Also, this is something that we need to show as, for example, leading for examples, like setting the example of it. Imagine a leader who's constantly screaming or erupting in impulses, negative impulses. Their team is likely to follow that same behavior. So we need to set the tone and really master this skill of self-regulation in our own lives as well. The next one that has to do with oneself also is motivation. This one is being driven to achieve for the sake of achievement, beyond the economical gain. A person who's optimistic despite of the failures that the company is having, or despite of the negative consequences that an action has had, that an action of the team has had. There's an example of a portfolio manager whose team was poorly performing for an entire quarter. She looked where the problem was, explored the different solutions, and then was promoted because of her motivation to achieve and get the results that they were needing. Let's now talk about the other two emotional skills that have to do with others. The fourth one is empathy, considering others' feelings and emotions, especially when making decisions. This one is not really well seen among corporations. Being empathetic is something that is not rewarded, at least as it should be rewarded, because leaders who are empathetic are seen as weak or not really considering other people's feelings. But again, your followers will appreciate you considering their emotions and their feelings to the level that they feel valued, they feel that they belong to the company and the vision, and especially in the 5 levels of leadership that John Maxwell talks about, they will follow for what you have done for them. The leader makes the position does not make the leader. Being an empathetic leader will definitely give you the rewards that you need from your team. The last emotional skill that I will be sharing with you today are social skills. Managing relationships to move people in desired actions. Building relationships with others. Really establishing that rapport that will allow for trust. Really, social skills is becoming that person that others want to be surrounded with. Caring about others, making time in your schedule to checking with your people. Some leaders say that they don't have time to build those kind of relationships. I say that they should put time in their schedules to build on their relationships. It makes such a difference. Let's recap on the 5 emotional skills. The first 3 ones have to do with oneself. Self-awareness, self-regulation, and motivation. The last 2 ones have to do with others. Empathy and social skills. Again, a good leader is able to recognize talent in their teams, in their organizations, in the people that they lead. A good leader will be able to recognize those abilities in them, praise the ones that are visible, and help their team with those that are lacking in these emotional skills, because they know how important they are in order for the company to succeed, in order to increase their level of performance, and really to just develop oneself with their own best personal skills and abilities, and to just make that dream team that we are all looking for in organizations. Let me read this to you. Research shows that the higher the rank of a person to be considered a star performer, the more emotional intelligence qualities showed up as a reason for his or her effectiveness. My friends, let's not forget how important it is to have this emotional quotient in the equation. IQ plus EQ is the ideal advantage. Intelligence, cognitive skills, which is intelligence, technical skills, cognitive skills, and emotional skills will make up the best leader. I want to leave you with a challenge. I want you to write down these 5 emotional skills that I've just shared with you. Write them down and be intentional about improving each of them. It will not be easy. I've read through case studies in which really there's a lot of action that needs to be taken for a person who does not show any kind of empathy to their team to start doing so. If you need any help with this, please reach out to me. Me and my associate, we together have more than 25 years of experience in business strategies, in bringing that good leadership that will allow for growth, will allow the company to grow and to the capacities that you're looking for. You can contact me and my website, www.rewire-now.com. Shoot me an email, give me a call, and I will be looking forward to connecting with you and collaborating with you. Thank you so much again for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing your growth as a leader considering these emotional skills. Thank you.